Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. John Oda, and welcome today. Guys, it's going to be a quick tip. It's been a very, very long time, so sorry about that. Been jammed. So here's going to be so first let me give you a brief synopsis of who I am. My name is Dr. John Oda. I had a privilege and honor of working in the mental health field for 35 years since 1987. Started off being a psych tech, mental health counselor, clinical director, program director, and of course, private practice, a whole 9 yards, right? So I've worked with every population that you can actually imagine. My favorite and my expertise is working with adolescents. That's where I pretty much where I think I thrive the most. And the reason why I think I thrive the most, because as a child, I had severe challenges. For example, severe stuttering challenge. I had low self-esteem, confidence, anger issues. We're talking about every issue that your kids probably face, I pretty much had. What I had to do is I had to work on myself constantly for the last, 30 some odd years to get me where the point that I'm at right now. I used to fight every day until the age of 18. So I understand the anger, the frustration. I even thought I was cursed at one time, right? So I've been there and done that. So I have devoted my life of working with adolescents. I love adolescents, I love parenting, I love teens because teens' mind change. So I give you great examples, right? A young lady, they mature at 12, 13, 14 years old, right? They're planning their wedding. Guys, we mature at, 40, 50 years old. Hate to say it, but it's true, right? It's a completely different mindset, right? I believe adolescence is all the way up until 25 years old, in both of them, right? Because they don't get it right now. So, but let's go backwards to what's going on. As a parent, you guys are facing a lot. You guys are facing the internet. We didn't have that back in the day. We had the internet back in the 90s, and by then I was out of college right now, and I was getting ready to go to the master's program, right? So you guys have a different mindset that we had back in the day. You guys have the internet, you have bullying, you have every crazy stuff that's going on, right? We have kids who just got back through the COVID. And the COVID, as a parent, we couldn't really explain to them what's going on because we didn't know, because we never actually faced anything like that. They said 2 weeks, it lasted for 2 years. Wow, imagine that. That's a different topic. Here's going to be the tip of the day. How do you raise your child's self-esteem? If their self-esteem is at a 0, how do you raise it to a 5? Or if they're at a 5, how do you raise it to a 10? How do you have your teen love themselves? What strategies and what goals can you use to make that happen? Because let me explain to you. If your kid doesn't have self-confidence, it's going to be hard for him to apply for colleges, make friends. It's going to be hard for him for a lot of things. And here's a sad thing. Grade school, high school, junior high does not teach confidence. That starts in the home. If the parents don't have tools and strategies of doing that, it's going to be sad. Some of my friends that I know that in high school, man, they had the confidence, they had that mojo. I never had that. Never. I had to acquire that. I had to work my butt off to get to the level that I'm at, and it took hard work. So I'm giving you a couple of tips, parents, that essentially listening to this to get your Johnny or your Sue, whatever your kid is named, to get them the confidence that they need. First and foremost, right? They need to come up with a list of positive things about them. So go inside the mirror in the morning time and nighttime. Have them look themselves in the mirror. Say, what do you like about yourself? Now, let me tell you, they're going to tell you that you're crazy. It feels weird. Absolutely it does. Because then you have to look at yourself and say that, right? Have them do it once and then twice and then a little bit more time so they can look at themselves and say positive things. A lot of times people they look at themselves and they cannot say positive things about themselves, right? We want to train them to say positive things. Then after what do they love about themselves, right? So that's going to be this. That's number one. Number two, they need to focus on as their families and some of their friends, and if they have pets like dogs, cats, right? What do you think that's positive about me? If the dogs say, well, you feed me, you walk me, right? The dog's going to say a lot of cool things about it. You might not understand them, but you can really put inside the words. These kids need, and then what you need to do is when they write down positive things, write it on their wall. Put like a piece of paper and a sticky on the wall, put some tape on it or whatever, right? And this way, when they have a bad day, they can look at the positive things that they have about themselves. Because let me explain to you, it's going to rain on their parade. That's going to be. They're going to have some challenging times taking place. That's what's going to actually happen, right? But what can we do as parents to fill that void to make them feel special? Right? I remember as a child, my mom would say, no, I was a skinny kid with acne in my face. Mom would say, oh, son, you look so great. You are so good looking. Oh, my God. And she'd say it over and over and over again. You know what, though? I say those exact same words today because Lord knows I believe it. Why? Because she said it over and over and over again. So I'll give you a great example right about that. I was working in the mental health field, and I was working on most of the kids that I worked with was the inner city kids, kids from gangs like Latin Kings or Disciples or whatever. When I used to work in the Chicagoland area, white, black, blue, green, polka dot, right? Most of them, like 99% of them, was in gangs, right? And just say their father's in jail. So the mom would say, "You're gonna be just like your dad in jail. You be just like your dad in jail. You be just like your dad in jail." Well, guess what happened? They grew up and where they're at, in jail. Why? Because the mother spoke things in existence. What we call is incantation. She incanted this over and over and over again. And what she speak became a reality. Right? So what we're doing is we're going to say the opposite. My God, you're so good looking. My God, you're so smart. Right? We do these things to them, wire kids. The reason why, because we want to feed them with positive stuff inside their lives. Last thing to do, right? If you have a fathers, if you have daughters, mothers, if you have sons, take them on a date. You say, what? Absolutely. Dress them up and take them on a date. I want you to tell them how nice they look. To the daughters, oh my God, you are so beautiful, and go on and rant and rave about how great they look. Sons, the exact same thing. Because let me tell you why you do this. If you don't do this, somebody else will when they get 14, 15, or 16. And they're going to go, oh my God, my dad never said it, but you're saying it. And then they're going to do things that they shouldn't be doing. You need to feed that self-esteem now. Because when you feed that self-esteem now, my God, now when the boys say, well, you're pretty, don't worry, my dad told me that my whole life. Oh, well, that didn't work. Oh my God, whatever that they say, right? And if you guys do these things to your teens or your preteens, oh my God, this is going to completely change the quality of your life. I guarantee it. Guys, this is a tip of the day. This is Thursday. Guys, take care and God bless. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Kwanzaa, whatever that you celebrate. Make it magnificent. Bye for now.